Ashburn and Kilkenny now are coming onto the pitch here, so they're going to line up for the anthems. Hopefully the rain looks to have stopped, so hopefully now it'll stay dry for this game and we get a good, exciting Towns Cup final.
Do you want the teams? Teams.
Yeah. So I'll run you through the Ashburn team now. We'll go from full back to the subs. So number 15 is Callan Tolan, 14 Colin Craigie, 13 Jack O'Brien, 12 Adam Martin, 11 Dermot Colreevy, 10 Paddy Murta, 9 Gavin Kennedy. The forward pack, number 1 Alan Wall, number 2 James McGahey, number 3 Mark Bean, number 4 Kieran Roach, number 5 Sean Kent, number 6 Conor Hurley, number 7 and captain of Ashburn for today Sean McKeown, and number 8 Jake Wall.
And the Kilkenny line out, we have number 15 is Liam Caddy, Hugh Corkery wears 14. Punch. We'll just pause.
Yes, thanks very much, Shane. You're very welcome to the Dara Rugby Football Club for the Towns Cup of 2022. And as we come to us live here today, the two teams are lining up for what will be a national anthem in a few months. Huge crowd, it's a miserable day, it's raining since early morning, across county from there, Carroll and Kilkenny. But I am joined by Johnny Coleman and Jonathan Parker, part of the Towns Cup with a very important Towns Cup coverage over the last number of weeks. And Johnny,
ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding.
Knock-ons, so they will have a lot of scrum.
The national anthem. Thank you.
That's just to follow on with the Kilkenny team once again. 15 is Liam Caddy, 14 Hugh Corkery. Centre it's Podge Mann at 13 with 12 Joe Emanuel in the centre. 11 is Aidan MacDonald with the out half Jake McDowell, and number 9 is Jake Prattley. The crops it's Conor Dempsey number 1, 2 is Ben Devlin and 3 is Drew Phelan. Second row it's Wes Carter and Liam Phelan with 4 and 5 respectively. Roy Stanley, he's the wear 6. Number 7 it's Gary Dunn, and number 8 Dave Doc O'Connor. About to kick off, I think Conor, you'd agree that wind is sort of cross field.
Yeah, it's not going across the pitch there, George. It's not really going to favour either team, but I suppose it's going to be a bit of a neutraliser maybe. So Paddy about to get us underway here for Ashburn. He kicks it short. It's well gathered by the Kilkenny second row there. I can't see the number. Good pressure on straight away. Something we struggled all year was kick-offs, both receiving and our own kicks, so it's good to see the lads get the early tackles in. Jay Prattley with the clearance kick now.
Well tackle there by Kilkenny.
That's a great tackle just as he catches the ball. That's exactly what you want, and the Ashburn lads are under pressure now. Kieran Roach with the hard carry. Roachy loves the hard work.
Brought to ground there by Wes Carter.
And Gav sweeps out to Jake Wall. Kilkenny are going to have to keep an eye on Jake Wall.
Roy Stanley there is taking care of that corner.
And Gavin Kennedy feeds Sean Kent again with the hard carry.
Podge Mann there
Kent
with the blue helmet.
Kilkenny really can't get
number 10 and 10 there Jake McDonald putting in a good tackle.
That's a good
ref is calling aside one of the looks like an Ashburn player.
Something off the ball there,
yes,
possibly. I didn't see what happened. An Ashburn penalty.
And it's an Ashburn penalty actually. High tackle.
High shot from number 12 for Kilkenny there with Joe Manuel.
So
Joey's a hard hitter. We played against him down in Kilkenny just before COVID, and
but Joey close with the New Zealand blood in him.
Yes, exactly. You don't want to be hit too hard by him. Paddy Murtagh finds a good touch on the Kilkenny between the halfway line and the 10-metre line. It's probably the best he could do there with the field position.
Yes, the wind, Conor, I think could be playing a factor today, and with the greasing conditions as possible, we might see a few scrums.
Yeah, I'd say handling mistakes could be very high now today, George. Like you said, it's windy, it's damp. It's not really going to be there for throwing the ball around. I think the forwards could decide this. So
rather messy line out there.
Yeah, again, it's something we've been struggling with all year, to be fair.
But they do retain possession. Ashburn going forward.
And James McGatty with the carry. Good to have James back this year. He did retire with that neck injury, but it's great to see him back. He's a great player, but it's like having a coach on the field as well. So Gavin Kennedy feeds Sean Kent again with another hard carry. Kent is the kind of player he can do the hard stuff.
Kilkenny get a penalty here off their feet, I would think.
Yeah, it looks like it. The support wasn't there. Fortunately, on that's a sloppy.
This may give us an indication of the wind regarding who it favours. It doesn't look to be favouring anyone at the moment. Sort of cross field. At the moment, it's 0-0, 2 minutes and 28 seconds gone in the Bank of Ireland Provincial Towns Cup.
That's a good touch finder
of
there,
2022. The last time, of course, Kilkenny won this competition was 20 years ago. Of course, Ashburn has won it on a couple of occasions since.
We've won it in 2014. They lost out in the final in 99, I believe. 2014 was the last time we won it.
You wouldn't have been born then, Conor. Okay.
I was one. We've won the Towns Play it since, but we haven't been back to the Towns Cup final since that.
Yeah.
So
lovely fetch there by Gary Dunn. We're going through once again, Gary going through the youth section in Kilkenny, which no doubt Ashburn have also quite a number of representatives from that sector.
Yes, I think more or less the whole team, bar one or two, probably came through the Ashburn system, so which is good to see on both teams. You know, it's good to see the homegrown players coming in and getting to the pinnacle of Leinster rugby.
Ooh, well put caught there, well put back there by
hit by Conor Hurley and Jake Wall. Jake Wall again is another man you don't really want to run into because you probably won't come out better of it.
First kick of the game, it's just up in the air.
I think that's a bit of an indication of the wind there. It kind of went straight up.
It's taken, and here's a dangerous situation.
Oh, that's a good
and that's Podge again. That would be Podge Mahan. Podge Mahan on the burst. Out to young. Yes, it looks like Jake O'Donnell or Jake McDonald there.
Put down
Jake
right in the corner.
Flicks it away. Dangerous move here. Once again, it's a little bit of pressure from Kilkenny. Mr. Brown, how are you?
Good tackle again by Sean McKeown. He rarely misses them. Ashburn under a lot of pressure
going
here now, trying to hold
Kilkenny
out.
On the line now. They have to make some use of this one with all the pressure. Out to the wing. Yes. It's Aidan McDonald, the scorer there. Well done, Aidan and Kilkenny. Now I have to try to be partial or impartial if I can here. So that's a good opening for Kilkenny after just 4 minutes, 28 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think the lads will be too happy with that. Kilkenny's first to enter into 22 and to come out with a try. I suppose the quick ball killed Ashburn there. Kilkenny were cycling very quickly. The tackles are coming in, but eventually the numbers getting told and they're in the corner.
We apologise for the background noise. That's from the chairs being assembled for our many dignitaries, of course. Sponsored today. Sponsor is Bank of Ireland, Bank of a Lifetime. Now Hugh Corkery, he's lining up the kick.
He's an excellent kicker, Hugh Corkery. Puts them over for fun. Puts them over from everywhere, to be fair to him. So, despite the wind and the damp conditions, should be a kick you can guess.
From a confidence point of view, to get a try so early, it's important. On the board,
Hugh about to come up for this kick, and he moves. Therefore, and it's not going to make it. No, the wind holds it back. So it's only 5.
It's only 5.
Just a 5. So it's 5-0, and we have a long way to go yet. Though there's only 5:40 gone in this game. 5 minutes 43 seconds.
Yeah, disappointing start for the lads. They wouldn't be too happy with that. The team talk would have been not to concede early and try to get yourself on the scoreboard.
Now there's an injury to one of the Ashburn players by the look of it.
I think it looks like Colm Craigie's on the ground there.
Colm there.
Don't know, I didn't see anything that happened. Maybe in the last contact he did put in the last tackle before the try. So
Colm, of course, the winger, number 14 for Ashburn.
Yeah, he's been playing fullback most of the year. He's on the wing today with Kellen coming in at fullback. Kellen adds another kicking option. He's a very good right boot, so push Craigie out onto the wing. He's just as good. You can play him anywhere. He's just as good. So hopefully for Ashburn's sake, he's able to continue. He's an important player for us.
Just taking time at a time here. We're about 30 seconds at the moment. Stop.
Bit of the magic tape there, and I think he'll be all right. It looks like it's going to be a temporary substitution. Actually, Matt Connolly's after coming onto the pitch there. So
whether it's a full one or not, we don't know.
We shall see.
Here's a kick off from Ashburn.
That's well taken by Sean Kent in the air. Excellent kick by Paddy Murtagh. Put it exactly where Kento wanted it, and he claims it. Ashburn now need to just hold on to the ball for a few minutes and try to get even 3 points on the board.
Yes, and Kilkenny have to defend that line, and at the moment it's about on the 40-metre line, or maybe 30. A kick there by scrum half, charged down by Joy.
Probably not the best option in that situation, but
no, it wasn't Joy actually. It's a scrum, and it's a knock on, so it's a scrum to Ashburn.
Yeah, scrum's been a weapon for us ever since probably the turn of the new year. Scrum's been a weapon. Boys take a lot of pride in it, so this will be a good test to see where the Kilkenny pack is at.
Yes, if Kilkenny wouldn't be in love with the scrums, Ashburn have a good reputation in the scrums, so this will be a test, as Conor says.
Good reputation, and as we were reminded during the week, a lot of experience with the combined age of the front row, but those boys are still well able to play.
A little bit of a push before the ball. The ref is going to blow it up and reset. The wind is still blowing cross field, and the game at the moment is 8 minutes old. Take 30 seconds off that at least, or maybe a minute for the injury.
Hopefully we get this scrum set quickly and play. Nobody wants to see the game being wasted with scrums. Again, like I said, it's a weapon for Ashburn all year, so hopefully we can put it to the fore here.
There's a bit of pressure from Ashburn here. There could be a penalty coming this way to Ashburn.
Yeah, they'll happily keep that ball in. That's a great scrum. That's exactly what we're talking about. The scrum's been a weapon for us all this season.
It is the weak part of Kilkenny's game, our scrum, unfortunately, but maybe they'll improve as the game progresses.
Yeah, at the front
row course for Ashburn is Alan Wall and James McCaughey and Martin Behan. Is it James McCaughey?
James McCaughey, yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. And Kilkenny, of course, has Conor Dempsey there, Ben Devlin and Drew Phelan. So they're going to take a kick at goal. Nothing to lose with this one.
Yeah, plenty of experience in that Ashburn front row. The three of them were all involved in last time we won the Towns Cup, so they've been on the block for a while. Mark Beaton is probably the wrong side of 45 at this stage, but he's still playing like a 22-year-old. So.
Right. Yes, and actually there's no youngsters, only Ben Devlin as hooker in the front row for Kilkenny.
So Gavin lining up the kick now. He's been struggling with a knee injury all week, so hopefully.
Conor he's your scrum half, of course.
He's our scrum half, former club captain. He's probably up there one of the best junior scrum halves in, I would say, the country. He's an unbelievable player, Gavin.
So Gavin Kennedy for the 3 points.
He drills it low.
And
it looks like it just drifted wide.
It drifts wide and wide. So a let off for Kilkenny definitely there. And once again, I'd say Ashburn are going to look forward to the scrums if that dominance continues.
Yeah, absolutely, George. So I expect nearly any penalty in the midfield to be called as a scrum as opposed to kicking to the line.
So just see what happens here. The ball comes back on the Ashburn side. A little bit indecision there, but here we go.
Oh, Kellen just trips into contact.
Young Toolan. A quick ball away.
Strong carry from James McGahey there. Kilkenny competing well at rope time, slowing the ball down.
Another penalty. Another penalty to Ashburn.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Looks as though.
I think it might maybe off the feet or rope time there.
Either off the feet or not race.
Yeah, the way the rugby rules are gone now, you have to be very clear to the referee or they will ping you. So.
Referee, by the way, is Bernie White from Enniscorthy, assisted by Ian Thompson of Tullow and Ian Hayes from Gorey. As Ian says, save me the Gorey details.
Both teams are very familiar with Bernie. He's ref.
Yes.
I think this is his fourth game to referee with us this year, so Kilkenny are probably in around the same, so they should know what.
So a line out here for Ashburn.
And time's off. Just an injury here for Sean Kent, I think. You recognise that mullet everywhere.
It's Conor at the moment. It's a sort of a stop-start game.
Yeah, it's very stop-start, George. It's probably down to the weather a little bit too. Both teams are going to look to compete at ruck time as well, so
exactly.
It's going to be a very stop-start occasion, but
not a great time for her to call during the commentary of a game. Hello. Yes, online. Good luck. It's been recorded. Oh, that's okay. Go on.
Good win by Conor Hurley from the line out on the Ashburn Mall. Again, this has been another weapon for us. Once we get it rolling, it's very hard to stop.
This looks dangerous now from Ashburn. Mauling towards the Kilkenny 22. Comes to a halt. Now it now continues out to
Conor Hurley carrying now.
Conor Hurley going through.
Dangerous runner with ball in hand is Conor Hurley.
Tackle again. And again, they're very well late.
Kilkenny are putting in some big shots and competing very well at the rucks, George.
And they have to, because in the mauls and in the scrum they're going to have a bit of pressure. So well tackled there again. Number 10 there is Jake. Jake is tackling there for Kilkenny. Jake McDonald.
He's captain for Kilkenny today as well.
Yes, he is, and a good player.
Leading from the front.
Once again they try to go. Joey's holding on that one. Joey Manuel with his blue scrum cap.
Ashburn keeping it very tight. Just as I say,
come out
throw
to the
it wide.
Once again, Kilkenny defence, which showed up well against Dundalk, is showing up well now. Once again, here go the number 5, of course, there for Ashburn was Kieran Roach.
And Jake Wall again goes from the base of the scrum. He's very dangerous in that position.
Yes, indeed. A lot of picking and driving from Ashburn here.
The Kilkenny defence is holding strong at the minute.
At the moment. A lot of pressure on Kilkenny at the moment. But the back row, of course, are very inept to tackle. And once again, a break there from and where we're positioned. We don't have the most clear view, Conor.
No, it's quite hard to see the numbers on the back at the minute. But I think that's Sean McKeown carrying there for Ashburn
again.
Ashburn
going forward once again, and Kilkenny are over, but they're off their feet. They can't touch that one.
These pick and goes are good, but you have to be careful not to get isolated. Because if
now they swing it to the left, and
good hands out there by Jack O'Brien.
Kilkenny defended that very well, and that was a good defence from the Kilkenny, Conor.
Yeah, it's very good defence from Kilkenny. Ashburn kind of just going over and back. They weren't really getting much penetration, so maybe the pick and goes. Understand the weather, but they might have to change it up some way.
At the moment, Conor, I think you describe it as a typical cup match.
It's very cup rugby, very cup rugby. A lot of forwards play. I think the backs could get a bit cold now today if they don't come in and do a few of the hard yards.
Tap down for Kilkenny, cleaned up here by Puddin.
The big shot there.
Puddin got a reminder of what he's playing in. Off their feet again there. I think it's some of the one of the Ashburn forwards.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure who was giving against there, but as you said, off the feet are up time.
So Bernie White very, very hot on that today.
Yeah, but to be fair to him, Bernie will always be hot on that, and the offside line is what he looks for in particular. So. And
Bernie, of course, is looking resplendent in his sort of pink or cerise pink.
He's the easiest person to see out on the pitch today.
Of course, we have a lot of people from Tullow here too. Ian Thompson from Tullow. Mr. Brown is behind us, of course, representing Tullow, and Ian Hayes, of course, from Gorey, all here with us. And we have Johnny Tobin assisting Brendan Hennessy down there. Johnny, of course, a Tullow great, former.
Yeah, and give Tullow a bit of a shout out now as well. They're in the Town's Play final as well next weekend against Navan. So
well taken there by Roy Stanley, and Kilkenny now are trying to do what Ashburn were doing a few moments ago, and they're making progress still.
And he's given penalty advantage to bring them all down.
This ain't going to work out. Penalty is going to come.
Big collision there between Dermot Collar-Evie and I think it was Liam Caddy, was it? The Kilkenny fullback.
He got a fair thump there. Now I suppose the referee's going to ask, was that late? And the assistant referee is going to have a chat. I don't think there was anything untoward in it.
I don't think so. I think it was just a fair compete for the ball.
Caddy is on the ground at the moment, number 15 for Kilkenny.
I think it was a case of
Steve Ashmore coming over to see his well-being.
Liam jumped and Dermot stayed down. I think it was just a bit of a clash more than anything else.
So Jake is saying the same thing. I think it's There's not much protest about it. I think Liam will be okay.
Hopefully he'll be okay.
Swing from the water bottle normally helps.
The magic water and the bitter ice. Can't beat it.
Yes. And at the moment, with approximately, I suppose, taking off injury time, but over 15 minutes gone, Liam Caddy gets up and he resumes. A hardy player, of course, Liam.
So can you be happy with that? Liam's a very dangerous player, ball in hand.
Yeah.
He's plenty of experience too, so can you be happy
Liam
to see
Caddy,
him?
of course. He played with Beckenham RFC and Cashel, of course, and captained the Barbados International Sevens. So he has had a checkered career, or no, a very good career, should I say?
Very good career.
So here comes the kick.
Not too many lads out there with international caps. So.
And it's a bad kick. Yes. I thought for a moment that Ashburn had retrieved it, but the assistant referee decides no. It is in touch, so here's an attacking chance for Kilkenny. And they're fairly good in the lineouts today, so let's see will they perform here.
Dangerous situation here. The last penalty came off Kilkenny driving maul, so the lads are going to have to be awake to this one here. A lot of movement in the lineout from Kilkenny.
And there we go, and again it's Wes Carter there. Wes retrieving that ball. And once again making some progress. It's slow.
That's a good defensive stint from Ashburn to push that ball back. It's not really going anywhere.
They'll have to release that ball or lose it.
That's great defensive
Still
shift.
some movement. Oh, very bad pass, but Joey is here. Now this is Joey Manuel going forward. Normally makes a bit of ground when he does go forward.
Big shot coming in for Sean McKeown there.
No. And there we took Drew Phelan taking the ball on. Once again Kilkenny are going forward again.
Ashburn looking to hold him up there.
Position.
Looks like Ashburn have stripped it there in the tackle. James McGahey with the strip.
A rip there from Ashburn number 2.
And Paddy Matthew with the clearance kick. And he's taken out after the ball.
And well defended there from Ashburn.
They'll be happy enough with that, but still in the 22.
And it's still Kilkenny's line out. With approximately 18 minutes gone here at the Bank of Ireland Provincial Towns Cup of 2022.
Yeah, initially defended the first maul very well there. They'll be happy enough to not concede. Would have ideally liked the kick to go outside the 22, but we can reset the defence here.
So Ben Devlin going to try to find his man here in this line out. And he does so, and again it's taken by Wes Carter. And a collapse, I think. I think it was a collapse, and I think the referee has indicated that also. Yeah, but Kilkenny still have the ball. Let's see what advantage will accrue. Jake McDonald going through. And once again, and that's the penalty, because the ref is going to have a chat now, I think.
Yeah, that's a few penalties in a row now in the Ashburn 22. Ashburn want to be careful here.
In the red area, so it's possible now that with the wind that Kilkenny will go, because it's a little bit tricky, I think, Conor, so they probably will go up the line to a line-up.
Yeah, we saw it.
Which is performing well for them.
We saw with the first conversion there, it just got held up in the wind, so into the corner.
Right in the corner, so this is going to be Ashburn have to defend and Kilkenny have to attack.
This game following a similar pattern to Ashburn's semi-final against Mullingar. The first 20 minutes Ashburn done a lot of defending before he kind of came into the game, so hopefully we can hold out here.
Once again it's Wes Carter taking that one very well. Once again, and Ashburn defending, and they are getting a bit of ground. Kilkenny come around on the left-hand side of the pitch.
Penalty advantage.
Ball is here. Winger is looking for it out here, and Hugh Corkery is looking for help.
Bit of a hospital pass there. He won't be too happy with that one.
Through there, Conor Dempsey has gone in, and a lovely slip ball, Joey Manuel. And Kilkenny on the attack mode here. Once again making ground, and Ashburn have to be careful here not to. And they're almost on the line here, Kilkenny. The ball comes out. It's in the Caddy going in. Liam Caddy again, sidestepping. Attack, a very good attack here from Kilkenny, but will it prove dividends? Yes, Jake McDonald is there, taken down, just short of the line. About 5 metres to go.
Ashburn defence is very narrow here if Kilkenny look up.
Excellent defence by Ashburn at the moment. And a penalty coming Kilkenny's way. And the try is given. And the try is given, and who's that getting up? It's
Number 7 for
numbers,
Kilkenny.
yes indeed. That was Gary Dunn, was it?
Yeah, Gary Dunn with the try there for
Gary
Kilkenny.
Dunn, Brennan, going for once again. Very good work from Gary. Gary, of course, once again, one of the many players that have come through the system. So at the moment it's 10-0 to Kilkenny. And there's 20 odd minutes gone, and of course the convert to come, it's right in front of the post, they should get.
Yeah, sustained period of pressure from Kilkenny again, and just the pace of the ruck makes it very hard to defend, and unfortunately for us they got over. A good start for Kilkenny now, not something Ashburn would have been looking for. Hopefully we can recover. As you said, conversions right in front of the post. So
O'Connor, when Kilkenny get the ball, they do look dangerous. They have a good attacking unit. I think that Ashburn are definitely stronger in the scrum, so Ashburn will be hoping for more scrums that would be beneficial to them.
yes, hopefully I think Ashburn probably look to slow the pace of the game down a little bit. Kilkenny playing very quick, and they're getting a lot of traction.
And Hugh Corkery looking at the ball. He addresses the ball. Hello, ball. And it's there, so there we go. So it's 12-0 at the moment, and it's 22 odd minutes gone in this game.
Give or take a few with injuries. As I said, not an ideal start for Ashburn. Hopefully now a bit of talking under the post and we can regather. We just need to get the ball and hold on to it in the Kilkenny half for a little bit of time, but build a little pressure.
Yeah. So this is Patrick Mutter for Ashburn Connor, is that correct?
That's correct, yeah.
And a good high kick there. We see who's going to claim this. And it's again Ashburn, well caught there.
Sean Kent again, he's
From
great.
Sean Kent.
He's unbelievable in the air, to be fair to him. He's like having
Excellent.
a GA midfielder out there.
Here we go, Ashburn. Ooh, a little bit of a fiddle there in the middle. They still retain possession. Ashburn still with the ball. Coming, going. Good drive from Jake Wall.
The Kilkenny defence, to be fair, is up off the line very quickly, not giving Ashburn much space.
Good break on the far side of the field where they say we're not at great advantage here, but and a good.
That's a good double hit there on Conor Hurley.
Conor Hurley there felt that one, but I think they still retain position. They do. Coming back again. Conor's in. Off he goes again. Being taken in.
Jake pick and go from around the ruck. Needs to be careful he doesn't get too isolated now. Gav's in to clear. It's not the ideal position for your scrum half.
Now juggle there, but they do retain position. It's all Ashburn at the moment down there near their Kilkenny line. Referee is talking to Kilkenny backs to make sure they're back to required distance. And the ball going back again to Ashburn. Good attack, once again stifled. But they have it again. Number 6 there, wing forward, going well.
Yeah, Jake Wall gets on a lot of the ball. He's one of these players, he can chuck it up himself, yes, or he has the hands to move it.
Ashburn now looking to try to get points on the board here.
Good footwork from Adam Martin there in the centre, he's dangerous.
He is indeed, slipped out of a couple of tackles there. And still Ashburn.
This is exactly what the lads would have been looking for now, just hold the ball, put a little bit of pressure on Kilkenny and see how the defence holds. Again, Ashburn holding the ball well.
Ashburn holding well. They're going to take. I'd say they're going to keep it in forwards. No, they won't. They're going to slip it. Here it goes.
Again, another good tackle from Kilkenny. They're going low and they're chopping down our big ball players.
And well done there to Podge Mahan, putting in a good hit. Still the Kilkenny defence holds, and actually Ashburn have gone back a bit there, Conor.
Yeah, he's gone back about 10 metres there with that bad pass and a good tackle. So
coming back again, and once again it's tackled, and it looks and they still have possession.
Looks like a deliberate knock on there.
Yes, I think a penalty is coming.
Again, great footwork from Adam Martin getting out of tackle. He struggled a lot with hamstring injuries, but his feet are quick.
And a penalty, the referee's come back for that penalty right in front of the post. This should be first score for Ashburn.
Don't know, did he give a penalty or did he give it just as a...
I think it's given a penalty. Was it a deliberate knock on?
From what I saw, I thought it was, but yes, he's given the penalty. Yeah.
We picked those up fairly quickly here. We can see this far corner.
Yes, exactly.
But if he goes in the far corner, we have real problems.
Yeah. I imagine Gav will go for a shot at the post here, get some points on the board.
That would be get the points on the board. Yeah, going for the post.
I won't jinx him with this one.
Fairly reliable kicker.
Yeah, he is, to be fair to him. Gavin's come up clutch a few times this season for us.
Adam Martin, is it?
No, Gavin Kennedy's our kicker as well. Yeah, or scrum half.
Gavin, no, scrum half. Yeah. So Gavin Kennedy for Ashburn to try to open the scoring. At the moment it's 12-0, but it could well be 12-3 in a few moments. 27 minutes gone on the clock. Maybe a little bit less because a bit of injury time. So Gavin Kennedy looking at the post. And the kick is true, and yes, 3 points.
Yeah, good kick from Gavin.
3 points from Gavin.
Ashburn needed that score to get back on the board.
On the scoreboard after 27 minutes. So Kilkenny are coming back again, and hard to say this wind has died down a bit. The rain has not as heavy as it has been.
No, it seems
to slippery conditions, mind you.
Yeah, it's still slippy, but the weather definitely seems to have eased off a bit. So hopefully.
And there's someone else down injured, number 10, needs attention for Ashburn.
Yeah, that's Paddy Murta, our half.
So Paddy Murta. And again, a bit of time will be elapsing here. The clock won't stop here across from us, but we'll have to deduct as we go along.
Again, Paddy's been great for us all year.
A tight game at the moment, Conor.
Yeah.
Kilkenny look definitely Ashburn are the better in the scrum. Kilkenny look better in the line out, and at the moment it's sort of I suppose if you're saying it's favouring Kilkenny, but Ashburn, when they go forward, they do look dangerous.
Yeah, we saw from the last phase of play there that when Ashburn actually hold the ball and get a few phases together, they actually make ground, or else force Kilkenny in discipline. So I think that's what we need to do again, is just get the ball back, get back up the pitch and hold the ball. Kilkenny got their 2 tries came from quick ruck play in the 22. They'll be very happy. 2 visits, 22, 2 tries.
So Hugh Corkery, I think, is out there with the ball for Kilkenny, and it looks as though Patrick Murta is okay. So kind of well done, Patrick. Good to see him up and about.
Yeah, Paddy's had a few little niggly injuries this season, so it's good to see him stay on the pitch.
Now the ball is coming up to the 22, and again it's good relieving kick there, but it's held by Kilkenny again. They're going to kick up, and they'll have to follow this one up now. A good ball. I think that's fair enough. And ball and man at the same time. And once again it slipped out to the far side. And not being situated. And the referee says there's someone injured for Kilkenny. That doesn't look good.
Not sure who it is. It's a bit hard to see over the far side of the pitch, the numbers. And that's a great tackle in from Kilkenny. That's exactly what you want. Man and ball at the exact same time. You know, they can really lift the defence and they can lift the crowd as well.
Number, I think it's our scrum half, isn't it? Jake Patley.
I think it looks like Jake Patley.
Jake Patley. He's back on his feet. Jake it is, and he's back on his feet. So the referee says a scrum to Ashburn.
Yeah, I think Ashburn will probably be happy enough with the scrum.
Yes, indeed they will.
It's whoever's strongest, so.
Or is it a Kilkenny scrum? I would think it's an Ashburn scrum. Hard to say.
I would think it's our ball. We had ball when the play was stopped,
well,
so
no
I'd imagine.
Half has picked it up yet, so yes, yeah, right.
Neither of them want
an Ashburn scrum. So no urgency here at the moment, with 30 odd minutes gone in this game, 10 to go, of course, and a full penalty. A full penalty there to Ashburn once again. As I said before, Kilkenny and the scrum have difficulties, and the ref said they went straight off their feet. So off their feet, and referee Bernie White has none of that. He said, "Let's get on with the game." So it's Ashburn, a kick to just on the halfway line, a line out to Ashburn.
Yeah, I think Kilkenny probably just jumped the gun a little bit on that one, trying to anticipate the Ashburn hit that was coming, and they're penalised for it. Good kick by Paddy, put us on the halfway line. So hopefully again now Ashburn can build a few phases here, get their hands on the ball.
And hopefully Kilkenny will repel them. So, and it's taken there well by Ashburn's number 8 there, Conor Hurley.
Wise Carter using all of his experience there again in the wrong side of them all. It's kind of going more across the pitch than it is going forward.
Kilkenny at the moment have halted proceedings, but now they're off again. And here's
Secondary
a penalty.
drive.
A penalty coming to Ashburn here. And yes, a penalty to Ashburn, I'd say, and the ref could have a chat with Kilkenny here.
Yeah, initially they held off the initial drive very well, but that secondary drive from Ashburn kind of made the ground there.
So as we thought before this game, Ashburn has the upper hand in the scrum, and maybe sometimes in the maul. If Kilkenny maul gets going, it's quite effective, but at the moment it's Ashburn going down the line bit by bit.
It's a good kick from Paddy there to put us into the 22. Don't actually know if Ashburn have been in the 22 yet in this match, so
Paddy Murtagh now has put them on right on the 22. Line out coming in here.
I'd say we can both predict what's going to come here from Ashburn.
James McCaughey, I think, is the hooker who will distribute this one, and going to have a look. And well, Ashburn control that one.
Not the cleanest of wins.
Not the cleanest, but they're going forward. Once again, defence coming into play here. Swinging back cross field. And
look, Kilkenny look to be on the ball there.
Another penalty coming. Another penalty coming to Ashburn. And this one out.
Paddy tries the crossfield kick, but it's unsuccessful.
We'll come back to the penalty. Another kickable penalty here for Ashburn after 33 odd minutes.
Yeah, plenty of time still to go. I'd imagine Gav will knock this one over and we rebuild.
Obvious thing to do. Half the scoring. 12-6 it should be. Unless they decide to be brave and go for the corner.
To be fair to Ashburn, they've come back into it well since the second Kilkenny try. We've spent most of the time the Kilkenny half now.
And they're going for the post. So Conor will be your kicker, will be your scrum half. Gavin Kennedy, will it?
Yeah, it'll be Gavin Kennedy again.
Kennedy.
He was a little bit of an injured out, whether he'd be able to kick or not this weekend, but thankfully he's come through.
This is possibly going to halve the deficit to 6-12, because it is close to the post on the 22. No wind of note. So Gavin coming up. And it's there, so that's it. 6 to Ashburn, 12 to Kilkenny after 34 odd minutes, or 33 and a half minutes.
Yeah, that's more like it from Ashburn. A bit of sustained pressure, forced the penalty, and Gav kicks the 3.
Now Kilkenny, as said, could have done with that good start, which they did have. This is Kilkenny back on. Liam Caddy. Gone a bit quiet around. Kilkenny support is silent somewhat. Ball going up. And well caught there. Yeah, number 8, of course, there, playing very well, Conor Hurley.
Yeah, Conor Hurley's an exceptional player. We were missing him at the start of the season. He's a big loss. It was good to get him back.
Once again, defence coming into play here. And I'd say you're going to see a kick here from our scrum half. Kilkenny going backwards to cover that eventuality. Back it comes.
It's a good kick from Gavin there, hung up well.
And Caddy has it, but he doesn't go too far. Well caught by the defence there from Ashburn.
Yeah, good tackle from Matt Connie there. Liam Caddy had to put him down early.
He's coming in here, number 1. And released again. A lovely inside. And a good break from Kilkenny.
Roy Stanley with the leg drive.
Kilkenny and Roy Stanley. Kilkenny still with ball in hand. Good defending from Ashburn.
Doc with the hard carry there, boys, put down well. Kilkenny play with a good bit of pace when they get ball in hand, and they're hard to stop.
There he goes, West Stanley going well on attack here. Oh, off our
Turnover
feet.
comes Ashburn way.
Oh, that's unfortunate there. Kilkenny off their feet. And the penalty, they were in a great attacking position, and now it's reversed. It's going to Ashburn, and Ashburn with a relieving kick here. I'm sure it'll be great. Well, they have it too, Conor.
Yeah, I think it was Alan Wall possibly with the turnover there. He's very good, Alan, when he gets over the ball. There's not much shift in him. Ashburn needed that. Kilkenny were playing
So
a lot
it's
of
holding
pace.
on then. The referee says holding on. That was the penalty. So here we go again with a relieving kick. And a good touch.
Good kick from Paddy.
I think, Conor, what Kilkenny have to do is kick the ball in hand more often if they can. They look a good attacking force once they get going, but that was well repelled by Ashburn.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Kilkenny look dangerous with ball in hand. They move it very quick. Doesn't really suit our defence, but we're holding on well.
So the line out again to Ashburn. And given this commentary, we have to try to remain neutral if we can.
Don't know how neutral it'll be with about 5 minutes to go, but we'll try our best.
Yeah, now it's another penalty. Another penalty to Ashburn, and Kilkenny are being killed with penalties at the moment.
I'd say there could be that's a dangerous tackle there. That's straight in the air.
Now,
That could be a yellow.
Ref has to say something here. I don't think it was awful deliberate, but it looked bad. It was a high.
The man was in the air, though, I think. Once he's in the air.
Now it's hard to say what's going to happen here. Referee has to make a decision. He's going to have a chat. And it was number 13, Jake O'Brien there. And unfortunately, Jake McDonald attempting to tackle.
Yeah, Jack plays 13 for us, though.
So-
he's now 13. He's a defensive marshal on the pitch.
Now the assistant referee and the referee are going to have a chat. This will be a penalty, and depending on what card. He's calling over Jake. No, he says go back.
I think that could that should all by his side. I think that should be a yellow card. Jack was in the air.
Yellow card.
He was just taken out with no control whatsoever. So, but letter of the law, that should be a yellow.
Well, I don't think it was a deliberate, but it depends how the referee interprets this. So the referee is deliberating at the moment.
Yeah, I think Ashburn are putting good pressure on
Burning
Kilkenny
white,
now.
yes.
That's 3 or 4 penalties in quick succession that they're after giving away. So I think it'd be fair to say that the game's sort of swung in Ashburn's way at the minute. After an initially good start from Kilkenny, he's come back into it. Jack just getting a bit of treatment there in his lower back. Took a heavy fall.
The referee hasn't done anything yet regarding the Kilkenny player, so hopefully Jake won't be in too much trouble. He's having a word.
Just a warning, I
He's
think.
getting a warning. I think, in fairness, that would be the right result, but it's a penalty to Ashburn. Once again, Ashburn putting a lot of pressure on Kilkenny, and this is going to go down the line once again. And Kilkenny have another bit of defending to do, and a lot of defending to do.
Yeah, I'd say could be looking again at another Ashburn maul here. Starting to get a bit of ground every time we go to the maul.
Now Kilkenny have to attack this line out because they can't give Ashburn the ball, because anytime Ashburn have it at the moment they look very dangerous, specifically with the maul, as you mentioned, Conor. And here comes the ball in again, and once again safely taken.
Took a throw.
Yes, it looked a very so some Kilkenny supporters in front of us happy with that decision. And it's good to see some Tulla supporters actually applauding Kilkenny, which is nice to see.
Can't imagine that happens all too often.
Indeed. And of course we're all in the southeast, so that maybe is why. So a scrum, but as I said, a big pressure on the Kilkenny scrum at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. Ashburn this will be an attacking scrum for Ashburn now. They'll try to win the ball back.
And this rotating props, I think, here. And yes,
tie head number 3
yes.
for Kilkenny.
And going off there would be number 2, Drew Phelan, and coming in is, couldn't see the number.
Not too sure who'd come on. I couldn't see the number myself. It's a good scrum from Ashburn. Can you deal with it well though and move the ball?
Now, Joey Manuel.
He runs straight back into his own pack.
His own pack, indeed. Safety in numbers, perhaps. But Kilkenny have to get rid of this ball. And Jake Pratley is looking as though he might really have a kick. Very slow to come.
Offside.
So Kilkenny get a relieving penalty, and they needed that because, Conor, as you know, the game has turned somewhat. Ashburn definitely having more possession and very near to half time, of course. A few minutes to go, I'd say, but it's a penalty to Kilkenny, and they'll have to rethink specifically the pressure on the mauls and, of course, the pressure from scrums.
Yeah, I definitely don't think the lads will be too happy with that one. That's a very easy out for Kilkenny after initial good pressure from the scrum, so they'll have to just tidy up the little bit of indiscipline that's kind of creeping in.
Now, once again, the wind not really helping Kilkenny or Ashburn at the moment, and that didn't even make the halfway line. So it's another line out, and for a change, it's Kilkenny. And Kilkenny will try to have a bit of attacking subject here, so we're going to see what's going to happen. Ben Devlin with ball in hand. And up we go again, and well taken there from Wes Carter. And here we go, Kilkenny again in the loose. They're very elusive. A good back row, of course, Kilkenny, and very Ashburn up very fast there. Podgman trying to make ground, but he's well stopped in the centre. Kilkenny still in possession. Jake Pratley out to the wing, and that's Joey Manuel again.
Good shot there from Sean
No, it's
McKeown
not
again.
Joey, it's Ben Devlin actually. Sorry, Ben. Same scrum cap. Ooh, an awful bad ball there from and the attack from Ashburn.
Space there.
Ball.
Probably not Paddy's best kick there, straight down Caddy's throat, and he's going to have a go
Paddy's
here.
going to have a go.
That's great feet from him. Unlucky hands there from Kilkenny. Ashburn were in danger. That ball had went to the hand.
Kilkenny once again.
I think we have the option here of a line out or a scrum.
I'd say they'll go for the scrum.
I would say so.
Yes, indeed. They will indeed. They'll go for the scrum.
It's probably the closest the play's been to us all game.
Yes.
Right, finally back in front of us.
And at the moment, it's Kilkenny defending the scrum with Gavin Kennedy. Joey Moynihan, I think, and there's Joey Moynihan was the prop there to scrum. We can see his number now.
Yeah.
Joey is asking referee what happened there. He's seen the sky, but he's up again.
I think Wes is down injured there, Wes Carter, is he?
Yes, Wes is holding his shoulder. And we can't afford to lose Wes. Should have said Kilkenny can't afford to lose Wes.
It's alright, we'll say nothing.
Yeah. So a little bit of attention to Wes, who was holding his shoulder.
I think Wes would have played the last 10 Cup final against Ashburn, would he, back in 2014?
Yes, Ashburn, that was a Dara affair, I think it was 6-3.
6-3, a classic, a cup classic.
It sounded it.
Thankfully we didn't get a repeat of that today. So
Wes will be okay. It's very near to half time. We're in extra time of the half. Wes is asking the referee a few questions, as all players are inclined to do.
Yeah.
So it's still the scrum to Ashburn.
Another substitution there for Kilkenny. Number 1 going off, and
so
I think Drew Phelan could be coming back on.
Yeah. So Conor Dempsey is going off there. So scrum right in front of us.
Probably good tactic from Kilkenny, keep the props fresh.
Here. The new number 17 in the front row also. So it's a changed front row.
Come on, Ray!
This is very messy at the moment.
Yeah, very messy.
Let's go, Bart!
I think the best thing the ref could do is call half time.
Yeah, I think so.
Sort this out.
Let's go, Bart!
Another scrum, as I said, the closest has been to us all day, Conor.
Yeah, pitch is in great condition as well. To be fair to Kildare, it looks well.
Well, even allowing for the rain. So we have Gavin Kennedy putting in here for Ashburn. Now Kilkenny a little bit better in the scrum that time. And once again, the ball is Doc is there, Doc O'Connor. or should have said Donald O'Connor, and once again a good tackle in the centre of the field. Here we go, Ashburn on the run again. They're coming out, and he's a good player, this Hurley fella.
Yeah, Hurley's an excellent player. There's not enough words to describe how good he is, to be fair to him.
Making ground here. And once again, it's going nowhere at the moment, right in the centre of... and
bit of a mix up there from Ashburn.
And I think it went backward, referee said. A knock on, it looked like, but it went backwards, and once again a little bit of messing around the centre of the field, and Ashburn trying again, but
Kilkenny defence is strong.
Ben Devlin holds up Precision and go again. Gary Dunn is the man there also.
There's a bit of space
and
here.
swinging out here to the wing.
Could be very well half time, yeah.
I think it is half time.
Kilkenny playing their advantage.
And it's a good ball. And it's a very good ball. A kick ahead. Oh! What?
Kenny's very lucky. The referee didn't see that. Straight shot to the head there.
I think the assistant referee did see it. Half time, I think, and all that melee. It is half time. So Kilkenny will go to the dressing room, as will Ashburn. And yes, an instant there at the end of the game.
Yeah, I think
did you see what happened there, Conor?
Jay kind of went down on the ball, and it just looked like as he was getting up, the Kilkenny man came in and hit him. I don't know if it was a high shot or not. I didn't see it.
Okay, well, a very tight game at the moment at half time. It's 12 to Kilkenny, or should I say 6 to Ashburn, 12 to Kilkenny, and all to play for.
Yeah, probably fair to say that. It's been a first half of two halves there.
So we'll be back with the story of the second half of the Bank of Ireland Towns Cup final here. We have Radio Kilkenny here with us, and we of course KCLR. The legend from Tullow is over here, Johnny Tobin, and of course they're discussing Brendan Hennessy. So we'll be back again with the story, Conor, of the second half of the Bank of Ireland Towns Cup, Provincial Towns Cup. So we're back for the second half, Conor. Any changes on the Ashburn team?
Just on the Ashburn team, Andy Vicker looks to be on for Mark Bean. So I'd imagine that will push Kieran Roach into tight head, and Andy will play in the second row. So Mark Bean was our tight head number 3.
Right.
And Andy Vicker is number 18.
So it's Liam Caddy with ball in hand to kick off the second half of the 2022 Provincial Towns Cup, sponsored by Bank of Ireland, Bank of a Lifetime.
The wind seems to have picked back up.
It does. Once again, it's not really favouring anyone. It's a cross kick. Liam Caddy with the ball in hand. And here we go, the start of the second half. Well taken. A new man there, 18, is it?
Yeah, Andrew Whittaker.
Andrew Whittaker, well taken. Ball coming back, and once again, here he goes. That's something.
Conor Hurley again.
Conor Hurley, yes, he is a great player. A great player.
Gav with the clearance box kick now.
Shouldn't have let it hop, or should he? Pratley. Caddy again. He's away. He's finding space. Oh, Podgeman, a knock on there, I think. That was a taken move by Kilkenny. Caught a bit cold there, were Ashburn.
Again, Liam Caddy, you can't give him any sort of space or he will punish you. Just unlucky there with the hands.
Yes. And Liam, of course, his ability, he's a very stocky player, he's very near to the ground, and he's hard to take down.
Yeah, the change of direction he has is incredible. You think he's going one way and then suddenly he's gone the other.
So once again, this is the concern I had for the scrum. So we're going to see how this goes. It's a scrum to Ashburn, and it's on there just close to their 22. Is it around their 22 there?
I think so. Between the 22 and the 10 maybe.
22 and 10.
Apologies very much.
We'll see, will this scrum improve a bit? Well, they hold it, they have it. Not as much movement as usual. And if anything, Kilkenny are going, creeping forward. A knock on. Kilkenny scrum. Now, this is in a good position if they can hold this scrum, Conor. It's in a good attacking position for Kilkenny.
Yeah, look, Kieran's gone in tight head. It wouldn't be his most familiar position, but there's plenty of experience there. So that first scrum, and put it down to him. He'll sort it out on this one, hopefully.
Okay. So they scrum out. There's only less than 2 minutes in the first half here, and Kilkenny in the area they want to be in.
Yeah, Ashburn can't afford a slow start to the second half like
No,
the first.
definitely not. They had a very slow start, but they did come back into the game. And once again, there's a little bit of not sure what's going on there. Scrum once again is a bit of a mess, and this is one that referee Bernie White will have to sort out. And he's talking about forwards. In fairness, it's not been a bad game regarding discipline and that. It's been quite clear. A few decisions, all right, could have gone one way or the other, but all in all, it's been a clean game.
Yeah, exactly. And look, to be fair, both teams are very familiar with Bernie as well.
Yes.
And they've had him previously, so they know how to probably play him too, which is
and now Kilkenny
both teams'
have the
advantage.
ball. Oh, well smothered by. And here we go. Oh, there's a couple of knock-ons there.
Yeah, we're going back to have
And
another
we're going
scrum.
back for another scrum to Kilkenny, I think.
Yeah, I think it just went forward in contact there from Gavin Kennedy.
Yeah.
Good pressure on.
Yeah, that way,
the
but
eighth.
number 8 again said a little bit of pressure on the Kilkenny's back row there. And they had the ball and all, so we're going to see will they do a bit. Doc is there, number 8. Gary Dunn, number 7.
Yeah, Doc has plenty of experience anyway.
Yes, indeed. And Roy Stanley is number 6. A good back row, but they have to control this much better. So, Jake Pratley with the scrum for Kilkenny. And I think it is a penalty, yes. A fairly blatant one too.
Fairly blatant one too, but I'd be looking at Doc's bind there. He doesn't really look to be in the scrum. He looks like he's binding on the flanker as opposed
No, I'm
to
not
actually
sure what's
taking
happened
over.
to scrums at the moment. Is it changing the front row, do you think, Conor?
I think possibly could be changing the front row.
Yeah.
I won't be surprised if Mark Bean comes back on at some stage.
So Hugh Corkery is going to have a kick at goal, I think, and this is going to be difficult.
Oh, right. So, done. Yeah, no, it's
So the referee explaining a few things to one of the Ashburn players there, and Hugh Corkery is going to have a kick at goal. Not the most ideal day for and once again a bad sign there. It's holding his shoulder again. That's Wes Carter, and he is a great player too, and Kilkenny could ill afford to miss him or to lose him.
Yeah, the experience
Doc O'Connor.
and know how Wes brings to the team. It's invaluable. It's hard to get anywhere
Going
else.
for the post. So we're going to see what's going to happen here. It's not enough if there is a scoring opportunity available, you have to avail of it. And it's Hugh Corkery going to take this kick.
Yeah, like we said,
John Buckley out with the bottle and out with a word of advice. John, of course, one of the coaches here for Kilkenny. And
yeah, and like we said, the wind looks to have picked back up again, so difficult enough. He's fairly straight on, but difficult enough all the same. Wind going across the pitch, you'd have to judge it well.
Hugh never rushes his kicks. He takes, if anything, he takes plenty of time over them. At times he was often caught, maybe specifically with try conversions, because he spends a bit of time at it, but he looks at the ball now.
He's very accurate, though, to be fair to him.
So Hugh, number 14 on his back. It looks a good kick. It is a good kick, I think. This is. That was an excellent kick. And that extends Kilkenny leads them up 15-6. 15-6 to Kilkenny. And once again, Ashburn have to come back. And they probably will.
Kilkenny doing okay to hold on to that 2-score cushion that they have
Yes.
in a minute. You know, Kilkenny will happily keep the scoreboard ticking over in this half instead of going for tries. Ashburn really need to get on the scoreboard.
So here's Patrick Murta for Ashburn. Good kick.
15 points to 6.
I think that's a knock-on. It is indeed. And now another scrum. And once again in favour of Ashburn. It'll be interesting to see what happens here now. The scrum, they were dominant in the scrum in the first half, and it was one of the their best attributes. But this time, Kilkenny seem to have, we'll see. We'll not talk too soon.
Kick off there from Paddy Murtagh, landed it right on the 10. Very difficult for the Kilkenny lads to come onto that ball. With Conor Hurley and Sean Kent rushing towards them.
So another change in the front row for Kilkenny. Drew Phelan seems to have gone off.
In the last minute, the Tulla were pushing to go in the match and they brought back.
So,
Paddy Walker, Joel's brother. Brought him back in.
Big scrum now from Ashburn. They really need to secure their own ball here and have some sort of attacking platform.
Once again, a bit of time being spent on the scrums here.
They're after getting a little
Jake
bit
White
messy
is
the last
talking
few
to,
scrums.
yes, indeed it has. And as we look at the ball, or look at the board, should I say, it's 7.5 minutes gone. It's Ashburn 6, Kilkenny 15. And the scrum here, to Ashburn in a good position. And it's a penalty here, I would think. No, it's not. He's got reset.
Look, it's a problem with the game from the top level down.
Yes.
The scrums, they take way too long.
And in fairness, I think Conor Dempsey looks under a bit of pressure, but maybe he'll address it here. Has a second chance to do so. Referee Bernie White has come over this side to scrum to have a look at things. And as you know, Conor, scrums are reffed in different ways by different referees.
Well, that's also the problem, isn't it? So it's completely open to interpretation, depending on the referee and what he likes in his humour. That's a great scrum from Kilkenny, though.
Now that is some statement from Kilkenny. A penalty from that scrum. For some reason, I'm not sure what. Do you think it's the loss of your prop there, Conor?
I think it could possibly be. As I said, Kieran's natural position probably wouldn't be tight head anymore. It'd be more of a second row. He doesn't be in there all that often.
But that was a tremendous effort by Kilkenny, and they have got their scrum, and the ball goes down the line, and it's an excellent kick. And as I said, now bar they can get parity and maybe take up again, Ashburn could be in trouble.
It could be in trouble here, yeah, especially if you don't sort out that set piece. Plenty of leaders on that pitch, though, to be able to. The scrum's a fixable problem, as you know yourself. So,
but then again, there's a long way to go. There's a long way to go before we can finally decide who's going to take the 2022 Provincial Downs Cup. With the score at 15-6, and Kilkenny's line up again. Young Stanley has it. It's coming back. Flicked along. Joey Manuel goes backward. Here goes Podgeman. That's a long ball out, and it's gone out to the wing, and it's well tackled. Aidan MacDonald there on the wing, getting it back again, and once again Stanley again, and that's a lovely one back. Jake MacDonald is coming back to Pratley again, getting rid of the ball, I think, going backwards somewhat, and once again Joey is here. This is Joey Manuel, and Joey with the ball, and some or another he's transferred it on, and it's more attack from Kilkenny. Ashburn have to be careful here not to get on the wrong side. It's a penalty to Ashburn. Once again Kilkenny off their feet, I think.
Yeah, I think
holding on also.
Yeah, I think the scrum down this end was a statement from Kilkenny. I think that defensive set's a statement from Ashburn.
Definitely, yes.
You saw in the first half when Kilkenny put phases together, they could put Ashburn under pressure and get scores.
No.
That's a good set from Ashburn.
Here's a relief for Ashburn, as once again Patrick Murtagh finds touch on just on the halfway line. So just on the halfway line here, and it's a line out, of course, to Ashburn, who have yet to come into the second half.
Yeah, I bet by the time they come over to this side of the pitch, you can finally see what's going on for everybody, make it a little bit easier.
Indeed, easier to see here. So Joey Moynihan is on again for Kilkenny in the front row. There's a lot of toing and froing with our props, it seems, and Joey is on.
Substitution here for Ashburn as well. Number 2, James McGatty's gone off, and number 16, Danny Norton is on.
Line out here for Ashburn. And I think... Aidan MacDonald is going through here. That's picks up a very loose ball. It's we can't see it at the moment. It's a lot of bodies on the ground.
Penalty advantage to Kilkenny now.
And here is Jake MacDonald, and they have spray. And this is Joey Manuel again. Joey, the New Zealander, or New Zealand blood, should we say? And it's Kilkenny. I think they have an advantage here. And the ball is presented by Pratley again. Pratley out to Corkery, and MacDonald, a lovely kick ahead by Jake. And the ref brings it back. And I think I think it's another penalty, is it, Connor?
Yeah, it looks to be, I think Bernie was playing advantage.
Yes,
there
he
for
was playing
Kilkenny,
advantage, yes. So it's a penalty to Kilkenny. And on its position, it's quite possible Kilkenny will go for the corner.
Yeah, it'd be a difficult kick for Hugh if he does take the shot at the post, but that all came from the line of steal by Wes Carter there. You know, the experience he got up in front of Conor.
And would you
Hurley.
believe he is going to try to kick it? So a very difficult kick. And I would have thought maybe with their line-out performing fairly well that they would have gone for a line-out, but they've decided to take the points if they can. And this is not going to be easy.
Can you have the lead now? All they need to do is keep the scoreboard ticking. That's all that'll be in their mind. They won't be too concerned with tries once that scoreboard keeps moving.
So it's Hugh Corkery again with this penalty. It's about near the 22, is it? Hard to see from where
It's
we
hard
are.
to see. He's on he's on the 5 metre line, about halfway between the 10 and the 22.
22, but
say with the angle, he's probably about 35-40 metres out with the angle, is he?
now at the moment Ashburn have yet to get into the second half. Kilkenny again with a chance here to extend the lead, but it's a difficult kick. So he's looking at the ball once again, takes his time. Hugh Corkery with the kick. Silence descends here in Kildare. Respect to the kicker at all times. Here he comes. No, it's not going to get there.
No,
And a relieving kick from Now Joey has the ball. Joey Manuel again, and he kicks it forward. It's well held by the fullback. That's Kevin Tolan. And Kevin Tolan a relieving kick. And once again, it's just on the... once again, not a bit of ground gain there from Ashburn.
Yeah, that's a good kick from Kevin there. He, as I said earlier on, he's a great right boot, to be fair to him. He's a very good kicker.
I thought in the conditions that Kilkenny could have gone for the corner there, but they decided to go for the kick, so that's their prerogative, of course, and they have to decide on the field. It's all very well to say from where we stand, but once again, it's a line out, and Ben Devlin with ball in hand. It's again to the back, and again overkill there, overthrown, and here's a break from Ashburn. Once again, Kilkenny line out problems there, and Kilkenny look for the ball, and it's still with Ashburn. Ashburn now on the attack for the first time in a while, but no progress made as yet. Ball is held up, coming back into the Ashburn side again. Once again, a great tackle there from Roy Stanley. Good tackler, Roy. Good back row there. And ball coming back again to the blind side. And number 10 there, you're out half there.
Yeah, Paddy Murtagh. Good carry from Paddy, to be fair. He's not afraid if the options aren't on, just stick the head down and go himself.
A lot of toing and froing here. And once again, not a lot of progress being made by Ashburn. It's all around the same spot.
Have to be careful that we don't give away a silly penalty at rough time here again.
Of course, the wind isn't helping things. It's not really a help to kick ball, because the wind could bring it anyway. And has a nice kick ahead, well picked up, and couldn't see out there. Once again, it's very difficult to see here who's who.
Corkery gathered it there. And
Doc Connor. Ooh, a high tackle. Was that a high tackle? Looked a bit high, but referee is happy with it. Coming back here, Caddy again. Low trajectory, well caught, well wrapped. And here we go, ball there again. Coming out to Jake, Aidan MacDonald. MacDonald's, of course. There's Gary Dunn. Gary Dunn, another high tackle. And this is going to be a penalty. A high tackle. And Kilkenny are looking now, going forward. And it's Jake MacDonald again down the wing. Ball comes back inside. The ref is going to call it back for a penalty. And water is being required by Gary Dunn anyway, among other players. So
I think Wise is down holding the shoulder again. Pressure again from Kilkenny on the Ashburn defence.
Yes.
Fortunately, I think it was just a seatbelt tackle from Frankie there, nothing more. Frank Keegan's.
I don't think there was any malice in it whatsoever, Conor, but it's one of those things that the referee had spotted and has awarded a penalty to Kilkenny. A little bit of decision to be made here.
Yeah, and I think there's just a substitution there for Ashburn. Frank Keegan has come on, number 17, and he come on for number 5, Kieran Roach, or number 4, Kieran Roach. Again, Frankie probably played loose head at the minute, I'd imagine.
Eamon Dooley out there with a bottle of water to resuscitate the Kilkenny players. It's been a dour battle so far in the first half, and this second half, should I say, but with just looking at the clock, it's 16:56 gone, I presume.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we haven't had too much stoppages this half compared to the first. But,
yes.
A little bit of loss in play here now with an injury.
Yeah. And at the moment we have an injury to Hugh Corkery. That's the delay because Hugh is our kicker. And Hugh is getting up. Caddy said, will I take it? Hugh says, I'll take it. So they have a decision to make here. I think they're going to go down the line again.
Down the line, yeah.
So, here we go. Kilkenny just over on the halfway line, and once again, not much ground made there.
Just kick again. I think, as you said, that wind's picked up. He's kicking into it.
Yes.
With his second penalty attempt at this half.
So a line out for Kilkenny. Ben Devlin goes over to the ball. And Conor Dempsey goes in to whisper in his ear, the usual prop conversation with the hooker. And Ben with the ball. Well taken by Gary. And once again, now there's movement here in the Kilkenny, but they have been stopped. Once again, Pratley going in for the ball here. He hasn't got it yet. He has it now. Jake again. And lovely skip around, but it's going nowhere at the moment. Rodge again with the ball. Ooh, through the gate. I think that's legal. Once again, the ball is there. Retained by Kilkenny. Once again, a bit like Ashburn in the first half, going specifically nowhere at the moment. It's in the same position. Ball comes across. And it's picked again. Pratley. Jake McDonald. And once again, it's Caddy there, I think, was held. Doc O'Connor. And the referee holds. I think this. Yeah, referee is halted play. I think there's an injury there he's looking at. And halted play there, with the possibility of a scrum here to probably Kilkenny if they were attacking.
Kilkenny were attacking there. I think he just stopped and played. Yes. Might have caught the shoulder.
Yes. And as I said, a very tight affair at the moment, with approximately 19 minutes gone in the first half. A bit of stop-start.
Yeah, and very cagey start. We're halfway through the first half, or second half now. Very cagey still. Kilkenny are probably trying to play a little bit more expansively than Ashburn, but Ashburn just need to get their hands on the ball now at this stage.
Yeah. Now this, once again, we'll have a look at this scrum, and this scrum is for Kilkenny, with Jake Pratley about to put in the ball, and just see will Ashburn restore their dominance in the scrum. But at the moment, Kilkenny have held it well, and now they're making progress forward. And this is a big turnaround. This is a completely turnaround. Doc O'Connor going forward. Plenty of room being made. The ball is held close to the line. Kilkenny on the attack. And it's coming back on the Kilkenny side. Pratley again looking for it. And now Ashburn have to be careful not to infringe here. Kilkenny very, very near to the line. Coming back again. Latched on. And still going nowhere at the moment now. It's Joey Manuel is going forward now. Kilkenny is in a very strong attacking position here. That's a knock on, I think, is it? Yes. No, it's a penalty. And it's a try for Kilkenny. A try for Kilkenny. And that is, who was it? I think it was. Who scored? 9.
Yeah, Jake Pratley with the try.
Jake Pratley, okay, Jake Pratley. And Jake Pratley, the score there, ladies and gentlemen. And Jake is Jake, of course, he's a fitness instructor himself. He works with, he played with Worcester Warriors and with Coventry Bears, and also with Helsinki Rugby. So he's had a move around. But Jake, you did well there. Well done, Jake. Jake Pratley with a vital score for Kilkenny, Conor.
Yeah, I believe his commute to training is a flight from Finland and back every night, so some commitment from him. He's a great player though, to be fair. From an Ashburn point of view, we'd be disappointed with that. You know, we've been defending the whole second half. It's going to be a long road back now for the lads, but if there's any better team to do it, I think we could.
Well, I as a Kilkenny supporter, you're going to the goose has hardly been cooked as yet. We don't think so. This kick coming from Hugh Corkery right in front of the post. As I said, it takes a while, but he does kick it and he does get it. Well, so 2 more points for Kilkenny. So it's Kilkenny leading 22-6. And in fairness, in this half, I think they've been the better team, Conor.
Yeah, no, that's 100% fair to say. I can't argue with you on that one. Kilkenny, it's been all Kilkenny in this half.
And I'm not sure where, as I said, there was an absolute great dominance there from the Ashburn scrum, and that has to be restored if they want parity in this game.
Yeah, big time. Like, we rely a lot on our set pieces to keep us in games, our scrums and lineouts, and unfortunately the scrum in the second half, Kilkenny have got the upper hand, so we just need to get that back.
And of course, it's nothing like scores to sort of motivate a team when they can see they score. Kilkenny again on the charge with Doc O'Connor. Doc going in, and Pratley is waiting for it to come back. Once again, nothing happening at the moment. The ball is at the base of the scrum. Pratley again with a kick in the air, followed up, and back on the Kilkenny side. And Kilkenny look to be going well at the moment.
Yeah, Kilkenny definitely have to tails
once again,
up now
Kilkenny tails up here, attacking rugby from Kilkenny, and coming back out. Ooh, that looked like I think he's getting away with it. It's okay. Now Pudden is here, and there we go, and that's it. Great Podgeman. Podgeman there with the ball. It goes back to number 5 is Liam Phelan. Liam, a big bulk of a man, holding onto the ball well. It's coming back again. Pratley again. He finds a little bit of space. And the referee says, there's a bad injury here. The referee halts the game. And a bad injury by the look of it. Hopefully it's not too serious, but unfortunately Patrick Murta, and Murta is a linchpin for this Ashburn team.
Yes, absolutely. Everything good that our backline do is kind of revolves around Gavin Kennedy at 9 and Paddy at 10. They're an important duo there for us. Paddy's, he's an abrasive 10, he gets stuck in, so he does pick up the odd niggle here and there. He's a hardy buck though, so hopefully he'll be able to stay on.
Indeed, Conor, and I suppose, Conor, not being biased or anything like that at the moment, Ashburn haven't got into this second half whatsoever.
No, not really. We haven't. I don't think we've even been in the Kilkenny half. I think, the set piece parity is kind of definitely swung Kilkenny's favour, both scrum and line out time. So I think if we can even sort one of them and give ourselves some sort of platform.
Oh, the game is far from gone, but having said that, Kilkenny are getting renewed confidence because of the way they've scored those couple of tries.
Well, absolutely, yeah, and you can probably argue all 3 tries were similar. They got into our 22, and quick pace and dangerous around the rucks, and that kind of got them in over, especially with Pratley at 9. You can't give him any sort of space, or he'll just sneak in there. So.
Yeah, so hopefully that Patrick Murta will recover from this. As I said, he looks a fine player, and he is the linchpin of the Ashburn attack.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Paddy came up through the Ashburn system. He played in school then with Castleknock for a few years, and then came back to us. So he has all the skills and he has the mentality. So hopefully we can keep him on the pitch.
I would say that possibly Hugh Cork will fight for the post here. He will indeed.
Yeah, very similar.
I suppose nothing to lose.
Exactly, nothing to lose.
Because what's going to happen if he does fail, it's going to be a 22 dropout. So I suppose that will be beneficial for Kilkenny.
Yes, exactly. Like Kilkenny, if he does miss, Kilkenny probably get the ball back in around where they are now on the pitch anyway. So it's a very similar position to the one he kicked in the
John Buckley is offering drinks here. No one's available at the moment, and a bit of silence has descended once again as Hugh Corkery looks at the ball. Every score is important. The wind is still blowing, so
gives himself a very long run up to the ball.
No, he's not going to get this one.
Don't think he didn't catch that one right at all.
And a relieving kick that's not a great kick, because that could come back to haunt them. And it's Kilkenny once again, and it's Conor Dempsey. Conor Dempsey is going forward, and Kilkenny once again on the attack. Didn't get that ball over, but here they go. And it's where did it go? It's Joey Manuel. Joey with the ball. slips it back to Liam Phelan. Liam, once again, a big man, as I said before, makes some progress. And Prattley again with the ball. It goes back to, and here we go. Good, they're trying to move this ball well, Kilkenny. And there another penalty. Oh my goodness! And breakdown on the inside. Kilkenny looking rampant at this stage, looking very good, heading for the line. A penalty to come if nothing accrues here. It's coming back onto Joey Manuel. Joey Manuel is swung around. They're waiting. Ooh.
Come on, Jamie!
Now, I'm not sure, will the referee play advantage here?
Yeah, I think we might come back here.
Yes.
It's gone very slow.
Yet.
Kilkenny still have, he's going to let them play. Piling on the pressure
Once
now.
again.
The Ashburn indiscipline is killing us.
Oh, another penalty right in front of the post. Oh, now.
Yeah, I think they could be in for a card here, George. That's a lot of penalties in a row.
Oh my goodness. Yes, unfortunately, I see Ashburn have conceded an awful lot of penalties, and the referee is calling aside. I think they're going to have a chat with the captain.
Yeah, there's been 3 or 4 penalties in a row, so I'd say we're getting into card territory now. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So.
For Sean Kent, yellow cards.
Once again, and that doesn't help their cause one bit, and maybe a little bit of panic set in there by Sean and the Ashburn team.
Possibly, yeah, when the team's attacking like that at a pace, you want to just kind of kill it, and you might creep offside or come into the ruck when you shouldn't, but heat of the moment, it's hard to control yourself sometimes, so Corkery with the kick again.
So Kilkenny once again with this kick. They failed before. This one is more easier. It's in front of the post, and so we'll see what happens here. Hugh Corkery with the chance of extending Kilkenny's lead. So Hugh catches, looks at the ball. Silence descends again. Because that looks good, and that's 3 more points to Kilkenny. So it's 25-6 to
Kilkenny now.
25-6.
Kicker Hugh Corkery's caliber is never going to miss one like that.
And a few substitutions, I think, coming on for Ashburn.
From what I can see, I think
Number 19 is on.
Number 19 is Shane Bass.
Shane Bass is on.
Yeah, I'd imagine he'd probably come on for
Gary Dunn gets this. And Kilkenny at the moment are performing very well, and they seem to be playing, with more confidence. Definitely.
Definitely, Kilkenny have the tails up, and that when they get the ball, they're holding on to the ball well. Prattley and McDonald are controlling.
Now this ball is going down the field. And it goes into touch and it's all the way back, I think.
Yeah,
yes, it is. So a bit of advantage here for Ashburn with a direct kick to touch. And that wind, I think, is going to play tricks all evening.
Yeah, I think with Shane Bass now coming on for Patrick Murtagh, we could see Gavin Kennedy move out to 10 and Shane Bass will play at 9.
So line out for, and this is the first time that I think for some time Ashburn have been inside the Kilkenny half. And once, my goodness, young Stanley takes that ball. Everything going wrong for Ashburn at the moment. Doc O'Connor going forward, and he's being brought to ground. Once again, Prattley on the ball. And remember that Ashburn are playing with 14 men. And Kilkenny again attacking, coming back. Gary Dunn. Gary inside, once again making a bit of ground. Once a lot of stagnant play here in this part of the pitch.
Kilkenny down to the ground.
It does indeed.
Keep the play slow.
And another penalty. So my goodness, what's happened here is that this ball is going to dump. We're just going to see, and Joey has. Joey could be penalised here. He could be very lucky there because he could be penalised for not letting the man up.
He could be, but I think Kilkenny had advantage.
But the Kilkenny advantage,
the penalty
once again. And unfortunately, Conor, Kilkenny had a lot of indiscipline in the first half, and they were paid. They paid the price. At the moment, it's more costly for Ashburn.
Yeah, absolutely. Like with Corky's boot, he's able to kick from distance. And we're putting them under pressure, and then we give away a penalty, and you let them clear up the pitch, or you let them get into our half, and that's what's killing us. You just need to get the ball and composure, I think, a little bit more.
Looking at the clock with about 10 minutes left, it's a tough ask for Ashburn.
It's a tough ask. I wouldn't rule us out just yet, though.
No, I wouldn't. I've been a Kilkenny supporter for many years that have suffered at the last minute defeats. Nothing is done and dusted as yet.
Not yet, but as you said, it's going to be difficult.
Now Corky is going to go find the touch here. Not great ground gain, but it's Kilkenny's possession, Kilkenny's ball. I presume they're going to maul here from the line out. So actually the wind has picked up again, as you can see from the assistant referee's flag over on the far side, Conor. A fairly breezy day here in Kildara.
Yeah, not great for the chuckers or the hookers thrown in from that side of the pitch.
And unfortunately, Conor, I think the inclement weather has stopped a few neutrals from. Oh, that was well taken once again. And as I said, this man, this Hurley fella, he's a great player.
Hurley's unbelievable. I can't say enough about the man. He's a class player. Even when you train with him week in, week out, you know what he does, but you still can't stop him.
They're trying everything here now for Ashburn to get back into the game. At the moment it's on the halfway line, and a big charge there once again by Ashburn. Coming back on, young Kent, I think is his name, isn't it?
No, it was Andrew Whittaker.
Was it Andrew Whittaker?
There, yeah.
And once again it's the ref is bringing back game. A little bit of fracas here.
Yeah, Kilkenny try to wind down the clock now at this stage. 19-point lead.
And there's a Kilkenny player down injured. And I think the ref is going over to the assistant referee. Is he? No, he's talking. Not sure. It's a penalty, I think, as far as I know, to Ashburn.
I think it's an Ashburn penalty, yeah.
It is.
Don't know the line-out hasn't been going great this half.
No.
I don't know if you kick to the corner, you take the points and try to build again. It's a tough call for Sean to make.
And that's Liam Phelan, the big number 5 for Kilkenny. He makes his way slowly back. So it's a penalty, and it's for Ashburn.
To be fair to both sets of forwards, they've put in a huge shift.
Oh yeah,
packs today.
it's been a tough ask. And actually, Conor, considering the weather we had this morning, the pitch has remained fairly firm and hasn't really cut up.
No, the pitch looks in great condition, to be fair to the lads here at Kildara.
Yeah, well done to Kildara for hosting it. It's a shame that the few more neutrals didn't turn up today. It's a fairly small crowd for a Towns Cup final, with mostly ardent Ashburn and Kilkenny supporters.
Yeah, I think the weather probably this morning people might saw the weather and decided against it, but still it's good to see such a big crowd here. I'd say the majority of Kilkenny is here and majority of the Ashburn club is here.
And we should at this stage acknowledge the support of Bank of Ireland, Bank of a Lifetime, in sponsoring this competition. And of course the Provincial Towns Cup has been a competition that's been dated back. It's one of the oldest competitions in Leinster branch, I think.
I believe so, yeah. I believe the cup was brought back in the 1800s at some stage, so
yeah.
It's been on the go for a while.
So once again, the wind there, as you can see, I thought it was going to end up near the 22, but the wind has really brought it back now. It's a line out, so here we go with Ashburn trying to win this.
Big pressure on this throw now.
I think, Conor, at the moment the clock is very much against Ashburn.
Yeah, if Ashburn are going to come back into this game, they need to score.
They have to score a try. So here we go. And young Wes Carter again across the line there. Wes Carter there interrupting things, but Ashburn still have the ball. Now, a little bit of... And referee says a knock on. This will suit Kilkenny more than Ashburn.
Yeah, the way the scrums have been going, this will definitely suit Kilkenny. I think maybe Ways, just as he's on the way down, he might have knocked it on, but he's getting in front of all our jumpers there at the minute. So
Bernie White there, our referee, has brought them back for a scrum. And the clock says, well, it looks an impossible task at this time for Ashburn.
It does, unfortunately. At the minute, we know probably 5 minutes on the clock. There's probably 6 or 7 left with stoppages.
Probably seven or 8 minutes left, but they'd be super brilliant if they're going to score those points that they need.
I think it'll be up there with one of the best comebacks in any sport if we come back from here.
So it's a scrum. And we'll have a look how things go here. It's been an interesting development, and at the moment it looks as though there's a shove before the scrum. The ball goes in.
Looks like an early shove.
An early shove.
The energy levels.
Now Kilkenny once again have a little bit of a push here, and it's gone the other. I think that's for early shove.
Yeah, the scrum was walking there before the ball even came in.
I think that's a fair call. And referee Bernie White has a good game. Now where's this ball going? Oh my goodness! Oh, dear. What happened there was Ashburn had a penalty in a prominent position, but who was the kicker?
I think that was Gavin Kennedy.
Gavin Kennedy, and unfortunately he kicked it into a touch and goal, so naturally it's a scrum back, and the scrum is to Kilkenny.
Very uncharacteristic of Gavin there, he's usually so reliable with the boot. Probably just with the scoreboard where it is, he wanted every last.
I think looking at the scoreboard, it's a Tyrone Ashburn team at the moment, and it looks as though for the first time in 20 years that the Provincial Town Cup could be going back to the north, to Kilkenny. Of course, Kilkenny better known as hurlers, but there's a great impetus there in Kilkenny of young underage players. And here we go. Pratty is going to get this ball from the scrum. He passes it out to Joey Manuel. Joey Manuel goes forward, talk down range. The ball is delivered again back to Jake. Jake, and here we go. And he's away with a lovely one again. And Aidan MacDonald, a great striding there. And he's brought down. He had not held. He has the release now. I think Kilkenny should have this ball, and it's a penalty again. Yes, indeed, that was obvious. Kilkenny not releasing in time, and the referee White has decided it's a penalty, and a penalty goes to Ashburn.
Yeah, look, Ashburn really need to up the pace here now. 5-6 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, and here we go once again. The wind isn't helping things, and I suppose in fairness, Conor, at this stage, and I hate to say it to you as being an Ashburn supporter, it looks to be Kilkenny's day.
It looks to be, and look, just a shout out to both clubs where they were at Christmas. We are rooting bottom with no points, and Kilkenny just ahead of us. Both teams fought off relegation. Both teams Town Cup final, so it's a good year for both teams, and I think
that's well taken by Ashburn, and referee says no, they're going forward. A little bit of progress here from Ashburn. They're not giving up, which is good to see. They have the ball, and from the back, referee is happy with that. They have to go through the gate.
Probably going to have to move it now.
And once again, this doesn't help Ashburn. They have to release that ball as quickly as possible. Here it comes. Now an attack from Ashburn for a change, and they're going. Lovely hands there, and it's taken out, and the ball goes loose, and nothing Ashburn has done so far and the ball is kicked down the field now from attack on the Ashburn. It's Kilkenny, and Kilkenny Podgeman going back there, a loose kick. It's going to be collected, and once again here we go, and it's Corkery. It's Caddy, ladies and gentlemen, in the scrum. And coming back here to Kilkenny again. Lovely hands, and knocked back by the Ashburn cover. Once again they have a chance here, but once again they're playing against the clock, and that ball should have been delivered earlier. Here it comes again. Now Ashburn trying to make inroads. Nothing, as I said, is going right for Ashburn at the moment, and it's very hesitant attack here, Conor.
Yeah, I think
now a chance. Number 20.
Yeah, I think just, this late stage, body's tiring. The score that's on the board, the lads are probably just, their heads are down a little bit.
Little argy-bargy there. Referee said we'll have a scrum.
A little bit, but sure.
Now a penalty. So a penalty to Ashburn. I think we're in the last few minutes of this game. The scoreboard reads Ashburn 6, Kilkenny 25. If I was a betting man, I'd say Kilkenny have the Provincial Towns Cup for 2022.
I tend to agree with you on this one now at this late stage. There's probably 2-3 minutes left. See Sean Kent back on now, so Ashburn up to 15. But look, Kilkenny deserve winners. They've been the better team the whole.
And of course, it's no harm to thank Bank of Ireland. Bank of Ireland, of course, are great supporters of rugby. They sponsored the 4 provincial teams in Ireland, and the Provincial Cup here, the Towns Cup, one of the oldest competitions, looks as though this trophy is making its way back to Kilkenny.
Absolutely,
here comes the water boy himself. There's so water boy's coming in, and now Ashburn have a chance here.
Yeah, look, to be fair, it looks like Kilkenny are going to get their revenge for 2014 and the loss in 2015. They're going to get the Towns Cup, hands back in the Towns Cup.
Well, I suppose in Conor, in fairness, the second half, Ashburn just didn't turn up.
No, the second half was all Kilkenny. It was all dominated by Kilkenny.
And the dominant scrum seemed to subside.
Yeah, once Kilkenny got the upper hand in the set piece, they just took over the game. You have a kicker like Hugh Corkery who can put them over from nearly everywhere.
And that was a crooked ball, I think.
Local radio's getting very excited down here in front.
Yeah. Well, it's 20 years since Kilkenny won it, so there'll be fair celebrations tonight in the clubhouse, I'd say.
It'll be a good Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday down in
Good
Kilkenny
Monday,
this week.
Tuesday. So, Kilkenny, the entire room, and of course Steve Ashmore and all the backroom team. Jerry McDonald is there, Steve Ashmore, John Buckley. They're all really getting excited now because the clock goes into 40 minutes. Now we're playing injury time, and I think even Conor, as an avid Ashburn supporter, you can't see any way back here. Here we go, Kilkenny, Jake McDonald, lovely kick. Now this is going to be interesting. The ball will bounce, and it goes backward, and fullback has it. He has to have a go here, and has stopped. Progress has been stopped. And once again, Jake is going to take this ball. Now, Jake, he's going to go and Doc O'Connor, a new lease of right for Doc. A lovely bit, Pratley again, and the ball down near that corner. Referee has done nothing yet. He's waiting for the ball to come back. Kilkenny could finish with a flourish if they get this ball back. It's coming back. It's going out, and it's a great ball out now. Let's have a look. Oh, that looked like a high tackle, but I think the referee's happy with it. And Kilkenny again on the attack. The ball coming back again, and a kick forward. And will he get it? He does get it. And Kilkenny. It was a great try there. That was Hugh Corkery, I think.
It was a great
Hugh Corkery, a lovely jink. A lovely jink for Jake McDonald, and Hugh Corkery have finished that, and that is that, as they say. Kilkenny 30, Ashburn 6. The 2022 Provincial Towns Cup is going back to the River Nore, to Kilkenny, and as I said, John Buckley out there giving a few words of advice. I think after this kick is taken, it may very well be game over.
I think that could be that now after this kick, and look, to be fair, Kilkenny were full credit for their win today. They're the better team the whole way through. It's disappointing for us as a club, we trained well during the week and we're confident coming down, but Kilkenny are just a better team on the day.
But the only consolation is, Conor, as you remember, and the last time they met it was a 6-3 Dara effort, but you came through, and this year there's no doubt about the winner.
No, well that's it, there's no doubt here. Kilkenny have been the better team the whole way through, and they scored 30 points to 6 at the minute, maybe 32 with the kick to
so
come.
Hugh Corkery with this kick to come, and he scored a try. So will he get the conversion? He addresses the ball. Hello, ball.
He gives himself a long time to kick the ball anyway.
He does indeed.
The Ashburn lads put him under pressure, maybe just take a little bit of a gloss off it, but that's a great
a great kick. And I think we continue for a little longer.
I think there might be a minute or two left. It can't be too long left.
No. The clock we're in injury time, and you may say that I think Bernie White and Ian Thompson and Ian Hayes, our assistant referees, it's going to be very difficult for Ashburn even to summon up something. I think Kilkenny now have the adrenaline pumping through their veins here, and getting the ball back. And a quick delivery. Kilkenny once again making good, and I think now, and here we go. And once again, he's off again. It's the out number 9 and number 10. Jake McDonald, of course, and Jake Pratley. That's it. Kilkenny are the Bank of Ireland Provincial Towns Cup winners of 2022. The final score on the scoreboard: Kilkenny 32, Ashburn 6. It's Conor. It's been a good battle, but I think all in all round Kilkenny were the much better team.
Yeah, look, I think at the end of the day, Kilkenny deserved their win. They were the much better team on the day. Our lads have been disappointed with the performance, but we turned their year around at Christmas. It was looking grim, and Kilkenny are saying, two teams confirmed their 1A status next year, and that's a nice way for Kilkenny to round off the season.
Well, going forward, Conor, wish you the very, very best of luck. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much, Conor Malone. Is it Conor Malone?
That's
and
it.
George Candler signing off here from the 2022 Provincial Towns Cup. The winners, Kilkenny. Well done, Ashburn. Gallant losers, but unfortunately, there's only one team on the day.
That's it. Enjoy the celebration.
Thanks, Conor.
Down in Kilkenny.
Thank you.
Well done.
Good boy. Thank you very much, sir.